Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about violent video games. Now the reason we're talking about this is because a politician in Illinois is trying to change a state law that revolves around violent video games. So this law is trying to change, basically all it does is it bans underage children from accessing violent video games, which is, something that a lot of countries do, a lot of places have that, they go by the rating. So it's like, oh, if that's a Call of Duty game that's rated M and you're not 17 or older, you can't buy that. Which is absolutely fair law, and I think that's, not something that's really controversial or wrong in any manner. But this is where it gets a little interesting, a little stupid here. So this politician is trying to ban the sale of all violent video games for everybody, not just children, everybody. No matter what your age is, you cannot buy violent video games in the state of Illinois. Now, this law has not been changed, it has not been passed at all, so it's still the same thing as I just said before. People, with the children not being able to just get the violent video games. But this politician by the name of Marcus C. Evans Jr. is apparently trying to change it so that nobody can get access to any form of violent video games whatsoever in Illinois. Now, the big reason is because I believe in Chicago there has been a massive uprise in carjacks lately. And I guess this is their intelligent way of battling that by, not having, young people even just get exposed to violent video games anymore. And it's not like this is a brand new and just like, oh my god, I can't believe somebody's saying that. This is something that's happened before. People have been trying to, change video games and all that shit. All those fucking retard boomers that are like in their 60s think they know what they're talking about, but they have no fucking idea what they're saying half the time. This to me looks like a clear, common misconception of that all violent video games, are bad and that they cause your children to be violent themselves. So, we just gotta ban everything. However, that has been scientifically, disproven by many people. There's been countless articles written about, how school shootings aren't related to violent video games, and how, violent video games don't make people, aggressive or anything like that. But there's some dumb fucking retards up in our politics or whatever. They're like, that whippersnapper there, you know why he robbed that bank? Because he saw it in that Grand Theft Auto game or where the hell he played. For some reason, dumb fucking idiots think that because when kids play their video games that they're gonna fucking mimic whatever they do. They have that concept of, oh, monkey see, monkey do, that expression where, basically if they see something, they'll do it. That's really not how it works all the time. Just because your kid played Grand Theft Auto, for like an hour doesn't mean he's gonna go out and beat some woman up and then go rob somebody and take their car or some shit. Usually when people commit crimes, like carjacking, there is a bit of, of a motive behind it. Not just, oh, I saw it in fucking Grand Theft Auto, so now I want to reenact it. Usually they do it because, they're probably like stripped for cash or some shit. They need to, sell for parts. Maybe they just want to, they think this is a good way to get a free car or something like that. Just, it might not be the smartest reason, but, it's definitely, a reason that's not uncommon. And think of how many games would be banned if they amended this law. And it kind of sounds like to me they're just trying to they're gonna get rid of all of the M-rated games out there. Call of Duty, GTA, Mortal Kombat, Saints Row. So many more, Pretty much if this game has something that can remotely relate to any form of crime or criminal act is going to pretty much be banned, is what I feel like it's trying to be conveyed here. This is the problem with so many politicians. They're just old fucking boomers who think they know everything that they're talking about, and they just don't. They have no fucking knowledge whatsoever. They probably never even touched a fucking video game in their life in this case. So they're like, oh, I guess this is the problem, even though there's no fucking background knowledge in them whatsoever. How many 50, 60-year-old adults are out there playing fucking Call of Duty or Modern Warfare or something like that? None of them. The closest thing to seeing an elderly play video games is seeing my grandpa playing fucking Wii Sports bowling. I'd love to take a poll with all these fucking politicians and just say, how many of you have touched a fucking video game that's related to this problem? How many of you have played Grand Theft Auto or Modern Warfare? Or I want to know how many of you have just seen like 5 minutes of gameplay and you say, oh, that's a bad thing. That means everybody else is going to do that because they see it in their fucking little TV computer games. I also hope these people know that just because that there's this Illinois law that bans kids from actually, getting the games themselves doesn't actually stop them from playing these video games. Like, how many fucking 13-year-olds are probably playing Call of Duty right now in your state? I could guarantee a lot of them are. Playing some other related video game that has violence in it, like Mortal Kombat or Grand Theft Auto or so on. And now you're trying to make it so that nobody can buy them? That's just ridiculous. Think of it this way. You're telling me that 18-year-olds that apparently in the eyes of the law have the maturity and capability of not only voting for state officials like the president of our country, but also are allowed to fight in our wars in our military. But they can't pick up a fucking game of Modern Warfare 3 or some shit. Playing a quote-unquote violent video game is not going to change your personality, and if it does, that's more of, your mental state and less of the game itself. I played my first true M-rated game when I was like 11 years old. It was Saints Row 3, or whatever, Saints Row the 3rd. That's what it's called. It came out in, November 2011. I think I probably got like, I don't know, a year later or something like that. So I was, I got it for, around my birthday, so I was like 11 years old, and when I played that game, it didn't fucking change me. I didn't go to school, beating up all the kids and kicking them down. I didn't try to get a firearm because I'm not stupid, and not a lot of people who play these games are fucking stupid like that. The game didn't make me want to go try and grab somebody out and throw them out of their car and commit Grand Theft Auto. It was just a game. And I think a lot of people know that it's all just a game. It's amazing that there are people out there who are 12 years old, 11 years old, 10 years old, and they understand that, this is all just a game and it's not real and you should not be doing this. But you got some dumb fucking boomers up there who think they know what they're talking about, telling us what we need to be doing. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. It's stupid shit like this that just annoy me. And you have these idiots who just don't know what they're talking about, trying to do things that they think is right, but they're just dumb and they're ignorant and they don't know what they're talking about. I could guarantee you the state of Illinois, just to let you know, that the reason that there's so many fucking carjacks in Chicago is probably not because some random kid played GTA 5 when he was 12. It's probably because of some other more, in-depth and, logical reason. With that being said, thanks for watching. Subscribe and all that jazz and whatever. Follow me on Twitch, all that shit. This is just so annoying. Goodbye, everybody.